Meeting called to order. Roll call, please.
President Tannhauser.
Here.
Trustee Kucharski.
Here.
Trustee Ronstadt.
Here.
Trustee Larson.
Here.
Trustee Belak.
Here.
Trustee Gregorio.
Here.
Trustee Gelsomino.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I need a motion to approve and adopt the minutes of the regular meeting of October 23rd, 2019 as presented and published, and that they be made part of the record therefore.
I'll make that motion. Second.
Motion by trustee Larson, seconded by trustee Ronstadt. Roll call, please. 6-0, motion carries. President's report. The president makes various assignments to the village board of trustees. I need a motion to concur with the president's assignments for the remainder of the fiscal year ending April 30th, 2020, as detailed on the attached sheet.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion by trustee Gelsomino, second by trustee Gregorio. Roll call, please. 6-0, motion carries. The president makes various appointments, including the village boards, committees, and commissions. Motion to appoint trustee William Larson to the Municipal Consolidated Dispatch MCD Joint Emergency Telephone System JETS Board of Directors, effective immediately through April 30th, 2020.
I'll make that motion. I'll second it.
Motion by trustee Gelsomino. Second by trustee Belak. Roll call. 6-0, motion carries. This is the portion of the agenda which we have set aside for public comment. Anyone wishing to address the village board and comment upon any matter which pertains to the municipal business of the village of Norridge may do so by filling out a public participation form. All forms will be collected and given to the village administrator, who will be called upon by the chair. After you've been called up, state your full name, spelling it out for the village clerk to note in the meeting minutes. State your address and limit your comments to 5 minutes. There is a microphone for you to use if you feel it is needed, but it must remain in its stand.
The first person is Michael Holzer regarding the school parking.
My name is Mike Holzer. It's M-I-K-E-H-O-L-Z-E-R, 4337 North Newcastle in Harwood Heights. I have some good news for the board. My daughter, her husband, and their 2 children moved to Norridge from Harwood Heights recently, so you gained 2 new voters. For me, that's bad news. My daughter drops my grandson off in the morning on her way to work, and I take him to school. So now instead of taking him to Union Ridge, which is 2 blocks from my home, I take him to Lee School, which is 2.5 miles one way from my house. The distance and the extra time involved is not a problem. It's the layout of that Lee School. It's a mess. Please keep in mind, I'm speaking about kids too young to get to and from school on their own, and seniors and grandparents who have to pick up and drop off these young children, 5 and 6-year-olds. My wife, I have some experience with picking up and dropping off kids. My daughter went to Union Ridge. She went to Ridgewood. My wife recently retired after 35 years of teaching at a school in Chicago. My daughter currently teaches at a school in Oak Park. I pick my granddaughter up twice a week from that school. My grandson, I dropped off and picked him up at Union Ridge 2 years ago when he was in preschool. Last year he was in his kindergarten. Now I'm taking him to Lee. These schools, and almost every other school, have something in common. One-way streets at the school entrance. For example, at Union Ridge, Calcasada Drive is one-way west. You can pull up in front of the school. Like every other school, there's no parking during school hours. But they do have a sign up, 15-minute drop-off, 15-minute park-up. They allow you to park right in front of the school, get your kid into school, In the afternoon, the same thing, 10, 15 minutes, and it only takes me 5. I don't need the entire 15. And they also get out on the curbside. They're not exiting your vehicle in the street when cars are going by. You have that problem here at Lee. Not only do you have cars going by, you gotta let them out on the street side, but they're getting out on even on curbside. You've got cars going 2 ways instead of 1 way. You gotta worry about traffic coming 2 ways. At Lee, they can't be dropped off in front of the school, curbside. Sometimes I'm wind up 2 blocks away, 2.5 blocks from that school. It doesn't make any sense for a 6-year-old kid and a 70-year-old man to have to walk 2.5 blocks. Now, when I wrote this a week ago, I was talking about doing this in January and February. I didn't realize I was going to be doing it in the second week in November. You know, when it's 16 below zero and you got a wind chill and it's snowing, does it make any sense to anybody that I got to walk 2.5 blocks? When you've got 4 or 5 blocks from Eastwood on the south, all the way up to Lawrence is closed. You got 4 blocks where people can pull up, drop off their kid, and be on their way. It makes no sense. Something needs to be done there. And today when I went to pick them up, it's even worse than previous times, because what I'll do is I'll take Lawrence West, turn down Cortland, and it's blocked off there at Giddings, and I would make a right turn, and if I got lucky, I'd be parked closer to Cortland than the Thatcher. Today I couldn't even make that that right turn onto Giddings, because they had Lawrence southbound blocked at Cortland.
Yeah, so to answer your question, yeah, so we are working, the police department wing's been working with the superintendent at Lee, as well as Brian Gager and somebody doing a traffic study to figure out.
You know, I understand there have been studies in the past. I may not be the sharpest knife in the drawer, but it doesn't take much to figure out.
There has been no study.
There have not been.
No.
Well, then I was
Just so.
misinformed by one of your crossing guards.
Yeah.
Which brings me to another point. The crossing guard at Giddings and Cortland doing a fantastic job. You got the one further south, he's in between the barriers where there's no traffic. A half a block from there is Eastwood, where there's a crosswalk. You don't have a crosswalk guard there. You don't have a crossing guard. He's in the middle of the street where people aren't crossing. For one, you know, it's blocked off. There aren't any cars coming. How's he going to help me cross? I don't have to worry about cars. Plus, nobody crosses there because there isn't a sidewalk on the west side of Cortland. Everybody crosses it at Eastwood or even further south at Lisbon if they're unlucky and can't get any closer. So, what's the point of him? He should be at a crosswalk,
Right.
stopping cars. Today, when I was trying to get the kid in the car, I couldn't get him in on the curbside because there's snow there. You know, when people clean their sidewalk, it goes onto their parkway, the grass. So I had to let him on the street side. It's 2-way traffic there. I've got the car door open. 2 cars happen to want to pass where I'm at. They miss me by 2 inches. You know,
So,
shouldn't
yeah,
be that hard to figure out. Make Cortland from Leland on the south to Lawrence 2-way, and at least make Giddings 1-way street. People after school on Giddings, on the south side of the street, they're facing eastbound, legally. That's where they belong. They're going eastbound. In the morning when they get to work, they can't go to Cortland. It's blocked off. Now you got to make it 3-way turns while kids are, you know, people are crossing the street. It's a dangerous situation. Not only dangerous, it makes no sense to block off 4 blocks. You know, other schools do it, and this school only goes to the 4th grade, is my understanding. The other schools, they go to 8th grade. They have even more people picking up and dropping off kids. And if it works out fine for them, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Why
we are looking into it and doing a study.
Again, it shouldn't be that difficult. Make Portland 1-way north. Let us park in front of the school and drop our kids off and pick them up.
I help you a little bit with this. I see more.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your comment.
Yeah, my name is Wally. The last name Bishop, Biszczuk. Yesterday, I don't see the morning police squad. Today, I don't see the police squad, but it's the Leland Street. The later, after the school, the Officer Greeny come, right? The retired, he's a very good guy.
Yes.
But in the morning, he's Benoya. But here, when the lady who worked with school, nobody. It's a big mess. About the Clinic Street, I can tell you something. Monday, when was no Monday? Yeah, Monday. I have moving 2 big truck, public works, cleaning property, parking for Divine Church. 1 o'clock. And I'd like to say for people many times, village not work to us, don't listen to us also. I tell you what, I talked to Palazzo, I talked to Mazzano. You know, class 5 to 8 can come to the child, no problem, it's big kids. The Lee school is classes 1 to 4, it's small, and parents come. We have traffic, everything. And I ask many times, why Clean Street is not 9 o'clock? Why is 8 o'clock? And parents didn't park there because this street will be hear about ticket, you know, scared. Why 9 o'clock? Somebody I talked to say, because you know the public works like a union job, you know what I mean, and people work between 8 to 4. That's why I ask you guys, why these people, if the union job, public work, we pay taxes with this, clean the church. Charity, somebody says charity, this and that, but I can tell you, I have neighbor Palestinian, I have neighbor, you know, the Turkish, and I show this movie and say, did you like it? No. Nobody liked it. People, it's not only Christian, what I mean. We have Middle East people, this and that. And we wanted to know. That's what about the charity for church, for LaBianco, father? What is this? Because the people voting later or what? I don't know about. People start to thinking. And here we have big mess here. Nobody come for village. And I also met, when it was a Halloween party at the school, nobody come from village too. Nobody. You're not interested about kids for knowledge.
So
That's what I see.
I have a question for you. So you're speaking about the snow plowing.
Yeah.
So on Monday, you're saying that the streets
I
were not
have
plowed?
here
So-
time everything.
I was there Monday, 7:40 in the morning to watch the track
Yeah.
day.
Did you see the alley, my
The
alley,
streets
even
were
now?
plowed.
Go to look, nobody.
They do the alley.
Before was nothing, completely, no
The
snow,
streets
no,
are
no
first.
south, nothing. It's like that.
They do
You
this.
can go even
The
now.
streets are first.
And I have the movie, 2 big truck go around and clean the parking church, you know? What is the parking? It's not mine. The owner is architects of Chicago, not village of Norridge. We pay taxes. Who pay for gas? Who pay for worker? I have here. I can put you if you want, okay? I show you everybody what I have. 2 big truck, not small pickup, big truck. How many gasoline, how many everything. And he say, he's right. He say true, it's big mess on the Leland. Sometimes police stay the next street, but here, sometimes nobody in the morning. Nobody. I find. Give me a few seconds. It's ridiculous. Who decided? Who gave a charity? Who asked to us? Nobody. Nobody. Will be just a little bit more. Down here. Not there. I should. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Look at this. Yeah?
Yeah, you can come
Look
in.
at this. Yeah. 2 big trucks. Public work. For what? Who pays this? Look at it. It's the problem. People ask this, you know. People ask this. 2 big trucks was long time. You know what was the time? Time was he's supposed to work to us. Even the alley. You don't have a south. Not go to the church. Alley even now it's not finished. You have problem. You have ice like this one. You have also moved. See this? Look. 2. I don't want to say how long it takes. That's you got to do it some. We live here, we pay taxes. You have to care about us. You work to us.